One of the biggest effects in filmmaking that directors, cinematographers, and even editors do not get enough credit for is match cutting. When you take one scene, like the color, and transition that to another scene using the same color, or a shape, or an object, whatever, to transition to the next scene, and you do it perfectly, it helps tell the story in a more pleasing way. It actually feels like the director cared about every single piece of a film. And if you're anything like me, those little details tells me I'm watching somebody that loves filmmaking, because sometimes it's easy just to cut to another film. We've all done it in a music video or short film or commercials, whatever, right? But when you actually go the extra mile and to cut a scene to look exactly like the next scene so it looks seamless, is like one of the best qualities a filmmaker, a cinematographer, or an editor can have. Editors do not get enough credit because they make transactions look so perfect, and it's really one of the driving forces that keeps the movie interesting. So that's what we're talking about today, match cutting. This is why I tell you guys, you need a DeWalt bag. It's heavy duty. Look, I got it in the snow and I know the gear is safe. All right, well, just cleaned up. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I'm not too confident about this idea. The basis of it is just like doing a jump cut. You know what a jump cut is? Like, you cut to something that's exactly the same shape or shot so you can match it, match jump cut, whatever it's called, right? They got all these fucking names for filmmaking, but I don't know how good it's gonna turn out. It's very cold. This is something that you should have somebody with so they can check the camera settings, especially when you're using cinema glass and not an autofocus camera. As you can see, the snow is deep. I don't know if you guys can see that. So every step you take, it feels like you're taking like 3 steps. But I don't know, I think we got enough to, I don't know, maybe make a video. Hopefully if you're seeing this, that obviously is out, but I'm just happy I went out and shot something. I said, you know what? We're gonna go out and we're gonna finish this thing. Because it always can be perfect when you got money and a team helping you, but you're by yourself. Just roll with the punches. You know what you don't have and what you could have bought. That's all that matters. So when you're doing it for a job or you're doing it for a big film or whatever, you know. But I'm just happy I went out and made something, because I could have sat in my house and thought of all these ideas and never went out and at least tried to do it. So yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this year's Oscars is heating up. Shout out to Sinners, Ryan Coogler, and the whole crew, Michael B. Jordan and everybody else. 15 nominations. First of all, that's the most nominations in history, in Oscar history. I don't know about all the other award shows, but definitely the Oscars. So I want to give a round of applause for everybody that was involved in Sinners. Great movie. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. Anytime I watch a movie 2 times when it just came out, I know it's good, because it takes a lot for me to do that. I love movies. I watch movies a lot, but to watch a movie back to back, I have to like it. You know, I can't watch the same movie twice. I'm not like, I guess, most people. Now I can watch it back if I know I want to like see a scene and study a scene. That's different. But to watch it, to enjoy it, to watch it back to back, it has to be a great film. I need to go a little bit of time before I watch it again. And I watched it probably a month after the first time I watched it. So it was a good film. So make sure you guys check that out. Sinners, great film. But today we're actually talking about match cutting. Now, match cutting is something that you need to have in your tool bag as a filmmaker. It's like I said, those extra details shows the audience that this guy cared about every part of this film. And if you're anything like me, every path in filmmaking I'm going down. As an independent filmmaker, you have to learn it all. You know, Spike Lee say, the day you're not a student, then the day you might as well give up filmmaking. You're always going to be a student to this game. It's consistently changing. There's new technology, and you're always learning. So yeah, I'm not going to stop learning anytime soon. Today we're talking about match cutting. Now, when I shot that film, I don't know why, I was very inspired by like the Chinese culture. And I kind of like that music. The music, it feels like a quote is coming, or some type of gem that you can get from, you know, the Chinese culture. I feel like a lot of their movies are based on one man journey and learning things in life. So a lot of like lessons in those movies that I really enjoy, and I really enjoy the music. For me, music is a driving force of inspiration for me in creating films or any idea. Like if I listen to a song I haven't heard, or a song at the right time, I instantly get like so many different ideas to create. So my rock for creation is music. Music takes me just to other places. I mean, anytime I'm like idea block or writer block, I can listen to music and it gets me like right out of that. So the music, that culture, that Japanese music and Chinese culture music or Korean music, it all inspires me to create. And when I heard that song, I was like, yo, I think this will be cool to like do like some type of like meditation type of film. And with me doing YouTube this year, I'm getting used to just creating and not trying to like plan so many things. Like, let me get an actor, let me find a location, let me get this idea. Like, I feel like when you accept to do YouTube, which I have done, I have to get used to like just shoot it. You know, use whatever you can to, you know, make the film and just get to the next thing. You can always improve on something. But in the past, it was like when it came to YouTube, if I did do YouTube, I had to like have this whole day set out, and that's just not where I'm at right now. So just grab the camera, use your inspiration, use what inspired you, and create. Also, filming in about, I don't know if that's like 16 or between 16 and 18 inches of snow from the storm we had. Yeah, it's not fun when you're carrying gear and bags and you're trying to film yourself by yourself. Not a good idea. I also was using DGO lenses, Vespid lenses, and they're manual focus. So I also had to like fix the focus and check the focus, run back, go check the focus again, get in the spot, record myself. It's just a whole thing. So filmmaking by yourself without an autofocus lens is it's pretty difficult. But this is what you love, you'll enjoy it. So I know we like to talk about gear. So the gear I use for this film is my Red Komodo. Anytime I'm filming a film, whether it's a short film or trying to do like an actual film, something I feel like is super important, I always bring out my Red Komodo. Anything else, I just shoot on like this, my R5C I use it for. But so I use my Red Komodo, and I use my 35 millimeter DZO lens, and then I use a 90 millimeter DZO lens just to be really close and get those shots. That is a macro lens. That's what I love about it. So you can get really close to the face and be in focus. But yeah, so today it was a quick video. I just want to talk about match cutting. I will be using more match cutting in my films like the greats do. I think it's just a great way to tell your story and to move the story along and to keep people interested in watching whatever it is that they're watching from you. So yeah, it was a quick one today. If you guys like any of this content, if I should continue just dropping different things, I kind of like what Will Smith does mixed with like some of creators on YouTube, where it's like you may get a vlog, you may get, you know, a story time video that I just dropped, and you might get a bunch of cinematography or filmmaking. I just think you're just gonna get quad air, opposed to I have to make this kind of quality If not, I'm not putting it out. It's more like whatever I'm feeling, I will be putting out. But if you guys like this video, if you want to see more of how I shot it, more behind the scenes, and if I should do more videos like this, please let me know. Yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, and like always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Also, I have a documentary coming out about my production company, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you subscribe. It's a cool documentary. It talks about perspective versus now and then when I first started filmmaking. So make sure you guys subscribe so you can see that documentary. I think it'll be interesting, and you can see some of the stuff that I be doing nowadays, and just to get to know a little bit more about me. So yeah, that'll be dropping very soon.